Hello everybody, welcome back to the European Journeyman Save on FM24, and in this episode we're taking on the last two games of the league season where Fenerbahce have closed the gap at the top of the table. Hello fellow managers, welcome back to the save, and yes, the top of the table looks like this. Trabzonspor 74 points, 32 games played. Fenerbahce 73 points with 32 games played. How did it get to this, you ask? Let's go and have a look. Well, it was all going swimmingly well, wasn't it? And then we got into March and April where we just could not secure 3 points in the league. We took on Başakşehir, easy for me to say, and lost 1-0 with a goal in the first half to their midfielder Oliver Antman. Great name. We actually did beat Sivasspor 3-1 with goals from Pileri and Nuri Büyükokuk, who we're trying to negotiate a new contract with currently. We drew 1-1 with Trabzonspor, Berkey Ari getting sent off in the 89th minute, but the game was pretty much done, and a Matteo Pileri penalty is what kept us in that game. We drew 3-3 with Konyaspor, a very interesting game, but an 83rd minute own goal is actually what picked up a point in that one. We have recently beaten Göztepe 3-0 with a double from Sven Koopman, who we welcome back from injury, and Pendikspor were put to the sword 1-0 with a goal from Matteo Pileri. Not too bad, but Fenerbahce have taken advantage of our little stumbling at the beginning of April where we picked up 3 league draws in a row. It was really, really horrible that we had that sort of form when we did. But yeah, Fenerbahce with a very, very good turnaround of form. And if we look at Fenerbahce's results, you can see here they have been relentless in the league. Since getting knocked out of the Champions League 5-0 on aggregate by Barcelona, they have gone on a run of 6 league wins to turn this around and only be 1 point behind us in the league. It is very impressive from Fenerbahce, but I'm hoping that a win against Besiktas, if they don't win, the league is all but wrapped up because of our much superior goal difference. But other than the league, we've also been pretty good in Europe. So we got drawn against Stade Rennais from France. We beat them 5-1 away from home, a very convincing win, which meant in the return leg we could rotate our options and we got a 2-2 draw. Very nice indeed. That set us up against RCD Espanyol from Spain. We beat them 1-0 away from our left winger Jonathan Rasso getting the goal, and then a 3-3 draw at home secured us to go through 4-3 on aggregate, with goals from Felix Baker and Tom Kraus taking it to extra time. Lucien Almassan in the 104th minute and Oktay Sulkan getting a goal in the 116th minute. Wrapped up a 3-3 draw, which meant we went through on aggregate. Then we faced English Premier League team Tottenham, a 2-1 loss away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I thought we gave ourselves a chance, but unfortunately it was the same result at home. Matteo Pileri putting us up 7 minutes into the game gave us a bit of hope, but goals from Ganorhe and Ben Seguir for Tottenham gave them a 4-2 aggregate win and put them into the Europa League final. But that does bring us on to these two games that we're going to end the season with. Besiktas are the first game. We're at home. We are the favourites for it. If we win, I'm pretty sure we wrap up the league. As long as Fenerbahce don't win. Then if they win and we win, it goes to the final game of the season where we'll be taking on Kayserispor. Both games coming on in this episode, if needs be. Now, what does it all mean for the league table? So, 74 points, Trabzonspor, 73 points, Fenerbahce. If we win and Fenerbahce lose, we win the league. They can't catch us. If we lose and Fenerbahce win, they go 2 points ahead of us in the league. If we win and Fenerbahce draw, Fenerbahce could technically still win the league, but they have to better our result and have a 20-plus goal difference in the final game of the season. And if we lose and Fenerbahce draw, then we're even on points going into the final game of the season with a much superior goal difference, unless they win this game that they've got coming up by like 10 plus goals or 15 plus goals, because we are about 20 goals ahead of them at the moment. Right, everyone figured that out? Good. Let's get into the first game. Before we get into the first game, Alessandro Granelli. He's the player that's joining us, who I said I'd show you last episode and completely forgot. Alessandro Granelli is joining on a free transfer from AC Milan. Joining us in the summer, looks very, very good. Attacking midfielder, central midfielder. We'll be looking to utilise him, getting him on the ball, taking advantage of that technique, passing, long shots, finishing, flair, determination, get him in that attacking midfield role, hopefully getting some goals. So yes, he's joining on a free transfer. He is also not a Turkish national, which means we're going to have to sell a foreigner because we are at our max limit of foreign players at the moment. Anyway, let's get into the game against Besiktas. Okay, so for this game, we are going in pretty much full strength. McGowan in goal, Gokai, Michaud, Di Thomas and Mustafa at the back, Berkay and Vitasek in the middle, Peleri on the right, Baker in behind Koopman and Rousseau starting on the left. It's probably the best 11 we can put out this season. The only injury we have is to Gokman Boyakagol, who is a good player but isn't quite near our first team just yet. Unai Sirak coming back from injury, the young striker that we have, does find a place on the bench because Paradiso is on there instead of AD, and we don't need two goalkeepers unnecessarily. So let's get into the game against Besiktas. Di Thomas really has settled in at centre-back now. We've got a few interest in a few players. The worst bit of interest, which I know is a bit of an oxymoron, but the worst bit of interest is we can potentially claim the title. They've got Besiktas in 11th, we're 2nd. Make use of home advantage. That's what I'm going to say in this sort of game. Vitasek is wanted by Liverpool. His minimum fee release clause is like 17.5 million or 17 million. His value is now 17 to 20 million, and he won't sign a new contract with us, which is very, very irritating. But that doesn't really matter. I also love the fact that if you didn't see the commentary there, it says Brendan Rodgers has been spotted in the crowd. Brendan Rodgers is the current Belgium manager, and Michaud hits the bar, and Sean Dyche is the Turkish manager. So make of that what you will, but both ex-Premier League managers having a stint in international management, as we've got a penalty. Berkay was fouled by Behzad Oztumur, and we're going to have a penalty inside the first 10 minutes here. It's being checked by VAR. It's been awarded, and this should be Peleri stepping up to fire us home 1-0, which would be massive. Peleri takes a deep breath, begins his run-up and sends Altay the wrong way. Makes it 1-0 to Trabzonspor, his 32nd goal of the season. What a signing he has been from MK Domzale, by the way. £1.2 million we paid for Peleri. What an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. I am also thinking of doing the next episode as a transfer special, so keep your eyes out for that one, where we're going to have to go hunting for Turkish national players, or Turkish national players. Not as in like playing for the nation, although hopefully that would be quite good because they're probably the best Turkish players. But the Turkish players, or players of Turkish nationality, is what we're going to have to find as Peleri goes close again. And I sort of want to have a little. Can I have a little pop up somewhere on screen that says what the scores are? You can't, can you? You've got to wait until you get to the old iPad after the highlight, because apparently football managers are incapable of having an iPad here and watching a game like that. So anyway, hang on, pause it here. We are currently 3 points clear, which I think means Fenerbahce are drawing 0-0 away at Gelserbirliğ. I honestly, some of these names, I must apologise if you're Turkish, because I am absolutely butchering these names. But you know what? I'm trying my hardest, and that's what matters. As it goes back to Himpe, out to, that's Emre Can, all in one name. That Gokai comes forward, good tackle from him, the right back. He's still going. Gokai, we do love him as an attacking fullback. Into Rousseau with a header. He's hit the top of the bar with a little bit of a frame jump there as well. I'm hoping all the recording stuff is going okay. I've tried a different little setup today with some settings to make my face cam hopefully be a bit better, but it may have upped the resolution a little bit too much. That means my processors are struggling, but it seems to be okay at the moment. Ball in, Mackles is beaten at the front post. Here's Coronel, back to Altcan, Coronel to the edge, Mesut shoots, it's 1-1. Mesut Setin, who scored against us last time I think we played Besiktas, or definitely a previous time I've played them, has got another one here, Mesut Setin, and it's a good little finish, but I feel like we've shot ourselves in the foot by not clearing that corner brilliantly. Coronel into Atakan, he got it back to Mesut, Mesut shoots, it's a good finish, but it's not the best well-worked goal, is it? So we need the players to sort it out, really. Here's Felix Baker, back to Gokai with a quick 1-2 from the set piece, but Emre Can. Gokai into Peleri. That's a good ball to Felix Baker. He's got a man free, but Baker's going on his own, and it's a great save from Altay Bayındır in goal to keep it at 1-0. The Besiktas captain having a great time in goal, making 2 or 3 really good saves already so far. Rousseau onto that right foot, low cross, cleared by Himpe. It'll be picked up by Mustafa of once of Millwall. That's always going to be a little weird thing in my head to be like, we signed a player from Millwall for £10 million. And to be fair, he's not playing brilliantly this season, but this game, but he has had a good season since we brought him in. Point the finger, don't lose the faith. We've created loads of chances. Sven Koopman, not, but we're going to go attacking. We're going to go for the win here. I feel like we need to do something. As Fenerbahce still drawing 0-0, so the league table will be staying as it is at the moment, with us with a 1 point gap, but it's a lot to play for here. Pembe into Mesut, setting the goal scorer. He puts a cross in McGowan. What a great cat. Great hands. Great hands, that one. Absolutely loved it. McGowan goes long with his goal kick up towards Rousseau. He's headed it down towards Vitasek, who picks it up, who could be on his way to Liverpool in the summer. Vitasek inside to Baker. Good touch from Felix Baker. Can he do something with it? Holds onto the ball. Back to Vitasek into Rousseau. Rousseau at the penalty area. Goal! 9th goal of the season from Jonathan Rousseau. The Belgium left winger signed for £10 million from RCS Anderlecht has put us 2-1 up. And that is lovely. I've just realised our left side is cost us £20 million in transfer fees. That's bonkers for a club in Turkey. Rousseau, great finish, bends it past Altay, 2-1 to Trabzonspor, and Fenerbahce still drawing 0-0. So the league title, if it stays like this, is pretty much wrapped up, because Fenerbahce will have to win the last game of the season, and we have to lose, but Fenerbahce have to win with a 20-plus goal swing. Koopman scores! Sven Koopman, he could be offside. It would be his 23rd goal of the season. If it counts, are the players going to celebrate? It's offside. Offside goal for Sven Koopman, and Felix Baker doesn't quite get that assist. But we're going to give Koopman's... I know he scored that, but he's not playing well. We're going to put Almasan up front. Lucian Almasan, the Romanian player that we bought in, is going to get a run out in the final game of the season. Fenerbahce still drawing 0-0 away in their penultimate game of the season. Berkay not having a great game. Vitasek on a yellow card. Mustafa a little bit tired. So there's a few. Let's, what are we on? 75 minutes. Let's get some legs on. De Thomas off for Kadir 7. We will bring off Berkay Are for Ilkan in that role as well. And let's do Cinder Yildiz for Mustafa at left back, just to keep it fresh. He was looking a little bit tired. His heart was a little bit depleted on the team sheet. So we'll go from there. Keeping an eye on the Fenerbahce game. Still 0-0. 10 minutes to go. Ball in. McGowan should claim that one, and does. Really good claim from the goalkeeper again. McGowan's been a free transfer. Like, it's bonkers, man. Man City didn't fancy keeping him as an English homegrown player, so we picked him up on the cheap. Sinar up to Vitasek. Finds the goal scorer Rousseau, whose goal at the moment is the difference maker. Emirhan out to Rousseau. Flicked in towards Baker. Baker back to Rousseau. Great football from Trabzonspor as we're looking to wrap up the league title. Rousseau back to Vitasek. Into Baker. Baker shoots! Oh! It's just past the post. And we get to 2-1. I think we can drop this back to maybe positive, as Besiktas have the ball. Berganda, ball in. Oh, I thought we were going to give away a penalty, but actually Peleri's controlled it really well from the clearance. He's got runners up there with him. Peleri looks to just go to the byline, swings in across towards Almasan! Lucian Almasan scores a goal. I nearly said signs the contract. I don't know why I said that, but scores the goal to make it 3-1, and we can now drop this down with a matter of minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. Peleri did really well. He's playing on the right wing, found himself on the left. Cross in, great header from Lucian Almasan. A really, really good header from the Romanian striker. And it's just showing you need good backup strikers, don't you? Sveni Koopman was not cutting the mustard, so we took him off, bought on Almasan, and it is 3-1. And all we need is a late goal for Gelsium Belagi, and we've wrapped up the title. Although, if it stays like this, we've pretty much wrapped up the title anyway. Rousseau comes forward, back to Sinar. Rousseau into Baker. Baker gets past his man. His cross is blocked. It will be a corner late on, as we've dropped to our cautious mentality to just stop us pushing too many people up. We don't need to take risks at 3-1 at home to Besiktas, as Rousseau swings in the corner. Michaud with a header over the bar. And that should be that for this one. Have Fenerbahce snatched a late goal in their game? I don't think they have. It's 3-1 here in Trabzonspor. Matteo Peleri getting man of the match. I'm very happy with the result. But how has it gone in Fenerbahce? We are 3 points clear with a 19-plus goal difference. I think we can start celebrating that league title. But we will be back for the... we're crown champions. Hey, that can't be right. There's still a game to play. How have we actually been crown champions? What? Wait, no, we've officially won the league. We have officially won the league. Even though mathematically It's not completely over. Oh, is it done on... Is it because we've beaten them on a better goal difference? Anyway, we win the title. This is our 8th league title as a club. We bring success to the board. The board are happy with the win, and we get 104. I'm glad I did this game on camera and didn't just wait for the last game of the season. But yeah, Pilarion for me is hotly tipped to win the forthcoming Turkish Super League Player of the Season award. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers was there looking over the Belgians that we have, and we are crowned champions, which is amazing. We pay out a little bit of a bonus to some people, and we've got a training schedule coming up. But I just want to check this. There is one game left of the season, but what are the rules here then? So, what does it say about like winners? Where do you result? League sorting rules, results between teams, and we've beaten Fenerbahce twice. I'm pretty sure we have beaten Fenerbahce twice. We beat them 1-0 at home, and then very early on in the season, we beat them 5-2 away. We are the league champions. We don't even need to do the final game of the season. We can wrap that one up and say that that is done. So, winning another league title, though, live on camera, does allow us to open up, and I've gone to the wrong screen to start with, does allow us to open up leagues that are above us, which in this case should be Netherlands, Portugal, France are the next 3. I think the Netherlands is already open, so it'll be Portugal, France, and Germany get opened up unless they are already open. So France is... so it is Netherlands becomes playable, Portugal becomes playable, and it was France and then Germany, I think, becomes playable. There we go. The other one we're going to add in... Do I want to add in Greece? I don't think I do, because I think Turkey's going to overtake Greece in just a minute. But yeah, there we go. So they are confirmed as being done. And it is, yeah, France, Portugal and Netherlands. So 3 more leagues opened up for us potentially to have a look at clubs that need managers. But I'm happy at Trabzonspor at the moment. I'm quite happy with how it's going and what we're doing. Let me know your thoughts down below. It's another league title wrapped up. It went to the wire. Fenerbahce, credit to them, getting it back to be down to a point with 2 games to go. But they drew away at the club who I cannot pronounce. We picked up 3 points. We are the league champions. See you soon. Cheers.